American philosopher and psychologist of much influence and renown in the world, belonging to 20th century, William James once said, "We have to live today by what truth we can get today and be ready tomorrow to call it falsehood," meaning we just cannot afford to stick to or hold on to any ideas, conceptions, theories, or norms forever, because everything is subject to change and flux. Everything has always been in constant movement, motion, change, and transformation, not only in the world in which we are living, which is finite, relative, and materialistic, but also everything has always been in change, transformation, and motion outside of this world, in the outer space, in the universe and the cosmos. So everything basically changes and transforms consistently and constantly, although we're not even always able to recognize it because of our limited mental capacities, recognition abilities, and we are not so fast in our attention, and our brain has its own limitations, and that's why we don't always recognize changes and constant movements, but they're always there, they're always taking place, and that's why everything changes. That's why there is day, there is night, there is birth, there is death. And if everything was still and stationary, then everyone would be here, and everything would not have disappeared and vanished, and everything will still be here. But the thing is, everything dies, because everything regenerates, recycles itself, and takes new birth. So the truths that we consider to have character, authenticity, morality, distinction today, the truth that guides us tomorrow and leads our character and governs our actions, we must be willing to question it, interrogate it tomorrow, and if it no longer serves our interests as well as our lives and actions, then we have to be willing to discard that truth if it becomes a bias or unusable or obsolete. So what we consider to be truths also needs to be questioned, examined, and evaluated by ourselves tomorrow and in this moment also, because what works today may not necessarily work tomorrow with other people, with other circumstances and situations. And that's why change is necessary, not in the universe, not in the world, but also in our lives, in our individual characters, perceptions, mentalities, and actions. We have to be able to change in accordance not only with our own personal desires, decisions, but also because of changing societal situations